Hi everyone, I'm a name babbler and welcome back to RimWorld. At the end of last episode, Hope was being raided by people from the fire home of Hoken. Situation at Hope right now is most of our people are out on a raid and returning. They'll be back in about a day, but we don't have enough time to wait for them to come back because we're about to be raided. So let's see what happens. We did set up a turret that we brought back from one of our other raids. We have 2 turrets right here. So I'm hoping if I can funnel them in this bottom right corner at all, we should be okay. Let's see what happens here. Okay, they're coming in. All right, let's get a quick pause. Zyph is building a sterile tile. We can let him finish that one, I guess. Good. Oh yeah, also last episode we Phil became a Mechanator, and so now he can control mechs. And we're going to explore that a little bit more this episode. Rice is grabbing those Molotov cocktails. Okay, let's see what happens. Now, I don't really think I need to... If I'm thinking about this more logically, I mean, the turret's not like a guaranteed win. So we should be expanding where we're going to be able to shoot them from. So I may have done this a little bit too late, but I'd like Zyph over here on the left. We'll keep Phil over here on the right, along with Zega, because Zega's right here. And we'll move Rice on the left with Zyph as well. So Zyph and Rice are going to go to the left. Zega and Phil are going to stay on the right side, and that way we can kind of funnel them however we need to. It looks like they're probably gonna hit us right around here. They're gonna go straight up in a second, I think. Yeah, there's one. He just broke. They're gonna try to breach in here. Okay, so if we go here with these 2. Now, I don't know if they're smart enough to kind of go to the left, but even if they are, we're going to be able to funnel them through these 2 areas. So let's, if I see an indication of that, I'm going to get everybody over on this side. Why is he just standing there? He's trying to bait me to come out, or he's destroying something. Good, I need it destroyed, so thanks. All right, he's going that way. So let's funnel. I don't have any. I did this last time. I don't have any cover. What is he? What kind of weapon? He has a short bow. All right. Rice's range is what? Oh, Molotov cocktails. Okay. Well, he held himself up. This guy. Let's get... Who's the faster runner? Either Phil or Zega. Phil is 3.3. Zega's 2.5. Why is she so slow? What happened? Oh, her bad back. All right, Phil. You're going to make your way this way. Zega's going to kind of just get behind cover. Okay. That was probably a bad spot for Rice. Rice should go right there. Yeah, get covered there. Now Zyph is about to shoot. Zyph is about to shoot. What's his name? His name is Faz. Zyph's about to shoot Faz. Faz is running away. Rice is just here so that if they rush into here, we can Molotov cocktail them. All right. Are they going to try shooting my animals? Let's get a straight line of sight here. Okay, Rice is about to get hit. Right in the head, probably. No? Okay. Zyph is gonna shoot back. Oh, whoa, 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 whoa. He shot the Boomalope, which, if he kills the Boomalope, I mean, I think there's gonna be an explosion. We'll just leave it alone for now. See what happens. All right, let's get Rice a little bit in more strategic spot here. She's throwing Molotov cocktails, and it's going to set something on fire by me that I don't want, but that's just what it is. I mean, setting hay on fire is probably not a great idea. Okay, he's down, or actually he's dead. He has a bow. Where's the other guy? I lost track of him. Okay, the two of them are going this way. We're gonna move these here, move them there. Okay, move Zega here. The turret is about to activate on them. Zega only has a revolver. He's gonna head that way. Phil should be okay. If he just gets a little closer, he'll be okay. Zyph is going to go down this way. I know I'm being a little extra careful, but I don't really have a great doctor here, and half my people are gone. That said, I need somebody to put out this fire. So I am going to ask Rice to do that, and stop throwing Molotov cocktails would be great. Okay, the turret is firing. I'm going to get Zyph down there, although the tree is blocking it, but that's okay. We should be okay. Phil is going to get right there to see that. Get line of sight to probably Wally. And there we go with Zega. Turret's actually hitting them. I don't know why it's not. There we go. Phil, can you not reach that? It's in range, so why aren't you shooting? And Zyph from the side. That was slick. That was a good move, Zyph. Oh, they didn't even see him coming. And then Zega is shooting this guy, LTZNAV. What kind of name is that? Not sure. Rice has her hands full, especially because this is straw. So that's going to be... that's going to be tough. Okay, that guy's down. He's dead, actually. This other guy is running because we've killed half of their raid. Zyph's not going to let that happen. Are we in a bad... No, I think Rice is going to be able to handle this. Let's let this play out. Dead. Good. Go back to doing... Alright, they're gonna go help with the fire. Good, because you need to. I mean, I knew the straw matting was going to be a problem with fire, of course. Incapable of fighting fires. Oh, I have two people that are not capable of fighting fires. Another plot twist. Okay, guys, this is getting a little out of control. Little out of control. You need to do a better job. Yeah, get the little ones. Get the little ones and This is not going well. Okay, Tiffy. Tiffy, why are you walking so slow? What happened to Tiffy? Tiffy has food poisoning. Now, I like Tiffy because she has food poisoning. She's an 8-year-old kid, and she's still trying to make her way over here to put out this fire. Now, I have a prediction. This is going to get completely out of hand, and it's going to burn up all the straw matting, the beds, everything. Yeah, they're just not keeping up with it. This is not good. I mean, this little cow, look at him. He's just, yeah, okay, they're running away, so that's good. I don't care. I could replace all this. I don't mind. But, would be great if you guys could get maybe a little bit slightly better handle on this. That guy's corpse is on fire. This is not good, guys. This is not good at all. And this Boomalope is like going to go in there and blow himself up. Constructoid? No. Constructoid. Constructoid, can you put out fires? You can't. I'm sure. Okay. We're going to just move you out of the way because I don't want you to get hurt. Is Tiffy still coming? Where is she? There she is. Is she going to be the one that turns the tide here? This is very much not good. Well, she's here. She's helping. Quest available. Okay, let's read that while this tragedy is unfolding before us. Supplies for Yams Encampment, a nearby settlement. Yams Encampment has a special trade request. They would like to purchase 800 cloth worth $1,200. I have how long to? I have 5.7 days to think about this. I can then either get Goodwill with them, they're already an ally, or a Psylink Neuroformer. A Psylink Neuroformer is a consumable Archotech created device that forms or upgrades a Psylink in the user's mind. I don't have anybody that does psychic stuff, so if, I would probably just sell it or hold on to it. How much? 800 cloth? I don't have that much cloth. Not even close. So I'll keep the quest open. I won't delete it, but we're probably not going to be able to meet that. All right, well, this is a disaster, but there's no harm yet. Nobody's lost their life. It's just a lot of blood and... Let me make sure nobody's hurt. Phil's not. Rice is not. Zyph and Zega both. Okay, it started to rain. Great. This is going to help big time. Zyph and Zega both will not firefight. That's why they're not over here. The Constructoid, we can get it back on track. And they'll be able to put out this fire much more easily now that it's raining a little bit. All right, well, we survived the raid even with like our backup team here. We lost a whole lot of beds. But that's fine. It's just what happened. Overall, you guys did great. Oh, Zega is tending to the boomalope that I think got shot. Yeah, that's right. It got shot that one time. Where's the constructoid? Over here, deconstructing. Oh no, it's building stuff? Why are you building? I don't want you to build. It's flagged as to deconstruct, but I should have some traps around. Tiffy is sick. Wow, this really did get destroyed, but they'll get it up and running in a couple more days. We did just lose a bunch of beds, though. Okay, I can choose the mech color. What do we want their accent color to be? I don't really care all that much, but let's do it. Let's see. What color? Cyan? Sure. Let's see what happens with that. Where is our other crew? Are they back yet? Or close to being back? They're close to being back. So they're coming back with a whole bunch of components. If I remember correctly, it's 25 components. They're coming back with steel. And that's going to make it easy for us to get a fabrication bench and all that kind of stuff. So what did I learn? Let's see, what did I learn? Well, initially, they started down here, the enemy. And one of them peeled off and went this way. And went into this entrance. The other two went here. I don't know if it was luck, but it seems like they kind of knew, you know, that was a vulnerable spot. If they really knew that, they probably would have went around all the way. Oh, the shuttle for these two guys. Let's get rid of them. They're using up our food. Anyway, as I was saying, it looks to me like they can be funneled. That means I just need to decide on where that funnel actually is. Okay. When the group gets back, first thing we're doing is making this multi-analyzer, which needs 8 components, just quite a bit. Then we're going to research fabrication, because again, I believe you can make components out of steel once you have a fabrication bench. That will make things a lot easier. And then we're just going to make a whole bunch of components, and we're going to do quality of life upgrades. Auto doors everywhere. Sterile tile where it needs to be. Like the kitchen right now is listed as clean, which means that nobody should ever get food poisoning. That's going to be really important. Right now, Tiffy is recovering from food poisoning, but she was out of commission for like 3 days. So that's good to address. We're going to send these guys off. Quest completed. We are now allied with the Exodus Empire. I really like how this constructoid is just steadily constructing. So to give more concrete goals for this particular session or episode, whatever you want to call it, we're going to get a fabrication bench started, start doing some quality of life upgrades, and I want to get more mechs. I want to have a cleaner and a lifter. Those mechs do convenient things that colonists can't level up, they can't do faster, they can't get better at. So this constructoid that's right here right now, this guy, it's going to be a temporary situation because I don't see myself keeping constructoids around. I'd rather my colonists do that. I'd rather use up my 6 slots that I have for mechs on lifters and cleaners. Probably like 4 to 2. 4 lifters, 2 cleaners, something like that. Maybe 3 to 2 and leave a slot open for now. I don't know. Anyway, this mech is about to run out of charge in about 2 days. Again, hoping that we're able to get back in time. This little room right here is going to be for the mechs to recharge. I don't know what that really looks like, so I have to see. That door should be deconstructed, so that's going to happen. Alessia also has food poisoning. Yeah, so making this kitchen clean is going to help us big time. Glad I did that. Caravan is back. They're going to jump in and start doing things. All right, while they're plugging along here, let's check out Reg, see how he's doing. I should have dropped off a couple of components to him. He's taking a little rest, but he's doing what I wanted him to do. He's just quietly plugging along here. He does need to cook. He doesn't have enough food. What's going on with that? He hasn't cooked one meal. He's not hungry yet, but he's close. And he does need to finish this solar panel. So I'm going to prioritize him to do that when he wakes. Oh, he can't. He needs 90 steel. And for the cooler, he needs 3 components. So 90 steel and 3 components. I think what I should do, just because he needs this help, is send one person with... Oh, they haven't unloaded the components yet. But when they do, I'm going to send him a little bit of steel and a little bit of components, and then he'll be able to be secure here with frozen food, and I won't have to worry about him dying from that. These guys are exhausted, though. So that constructoid has the number 3 beneath it. What does that mean? I don't think they have levels. Oh, I think that was just something about the ground. I'm rethinking this little room layout. I was going to move this research bench. I was going to rotate it and put it here. And then I was going to make the other bench there. I'm not sure I need to do that anymore. I think I'll just put 2 there and I'll leave this open. Does that even matter? I don't think it matters. I'm going to do my original plan. So the goal is, like I said, quality of life upgrades. Now that I have components, I'm very short on components. Now that I have them, I'll be able to do things like making sure every room has a light, making sure the rooms that people travel in and out of a lot are auto doors instead, so they don't have to stand and wait to open the door. All of that takes up a lot of time. But my very next focus is to figure out how to make a recharge station for this mech. It's under biotech, and there's a mech recharger. It only needs 1 component. And I think it just can go right here. Yeah, I think I planned that out right. Okay, good. Okay, how many? They haven't unloaded their stuff yet. Okay, they're unloading now. Great. We have 2 immature dryads. I'm not sure what that really means, and if we have to link somebody up to this tree. Remember, we said Tiffy, this is the Guaranlin tree. Tiffy is going to link up with this when she's an adult. And then she'll be able to kind of direct what these dryads do. Zega is fixing the beds. How many animals do we actually have, like, kind of in our arsenal now? It's about 20, so I'll let them do these beds. All these beds are needed. What happened? Flash storm. A freak localized flash storm is striking a small area with lightning. Of course, right here. On the hay? On the only piece of hay? Storm is over. Zyph is moving some steel. Rice is using the ground penetrating scanner. Gonna look for some steel or something. Yeah, I really want a lifter. I really want to get some lifters. I need my people being more productive, not busy hauling things around. That dromedary is confused and wandering around. All right, we need one component. Where's all the components? There's 25 right there. Zega. Somebody's hauling. I think somebody's hauling one. Oh, the Constructoid. So the Constructoid is creating its own mech charger. And the power conduit's already made. Is there like a charging schedule that I have to give them? Mechs are right here. It doesn't look like it. They probably just recharge, I guess, whenever they run out. We'll find out. Okay, the multi-analyzer was created. We're going to research now fabrication as planned. I am going to hold off on making another bench at the moment because I want to be able to have the components that I have left over to make the fabrication bench. So I'm not going to use it on a research bench right now. Okay, the recharger is going to be done any second. 10 more work left. Reg is hiding in his room. You know why? The final straw was hideous environment, as planned. Well, why'd you come down here to where we had all the corpses? You didn't remember? He observed 5 rotting corpses. Yeah, that'll make your mood not great. I think he'll be okay. What did I want to bring to him? 90 steel, I think it was, and 3 components. So let's just start that now. Get it along our way. Get on the way there, just in case of anything. Who we want to send? Who hasn't he seen in a while that can handle him? Andra, you can go. Take donkey number 1. Is there steel here? Oh, 630 steel. I don't know how much he really needs. It says 90, so I mean, let's just bring him 100. And he needs 3 components. Let's bring him 5 in case it breaks. All right. There's the recharging station. Can I like tell it to recharge? No, it doesn't look like it. Well, the mech's energy is at 9.8%. It loses 10% each day. Again, I assume when it needs it, it'll just go here and recharge. So, great. Archotechnic Fiesta opportunity. Every year on the 4th of August, Archotechnics can have a special celebration. So we need a ritual spot or a light ball. Is that like a disco ball? Let's see. If we can make it, we'll make it. A light ball. I don't want to spend a component on that. But will it make him like really happy? Is it worth it? What do you think? Is it worth it to make a light ball and spend one component that they have a really good party? I think so. All right. What was the other thing we wanted to make? More mech stuff. A mech gestator. Now, I thought this was just going to be the recharge room. Base is getting a little crazy. This room is for all textiles? Raw materials for textiles. I might put the gestator in here and kind of figure out how I want to move this stuff around. I think Zyph just knocked out Martin. Yeah, Martin got in a fight with Zyph and Zyph just knocked him out. Is anybody really hurt? Oh, Martin's actually crawling to bed. You guys just need to sleep it off. Okay. Stop distracting me. Mech gestator. Since I'm going to have 6 mechs, I think I am going to need more than just one recharging station. But I'll just expand the room, if anything. So I'm going to put the mech gestator in this room with the rechargers. And first order of business is, as soon as the mech gestator is up and running, we need to make little cleaners because everything is filthy. Fluff was gone. Fluff is our best like healer. Well, she is our best healer, but also our best cleaner. And I think she's just been really busy with other things. So Fluff is asleep right now. When she wakes up, she'll probably start cleaning. Okay, Andra is forming a caravan. Can't wait to make that fabrication bench. Reg is no longer hiding in his room. Good. Good. Okay, so now what do you need? You probably need food. Are you sleeping? Yeah, you're sleeping. When you wake up, you're going to need to refill. I'm going to leave him alone. Not going to do it. I baby him enough. So continuing from last episode, we never got around to raiding this area. There's gold there. I don't know if I really care about the gold, but I'll probably do it. Then there's lizard skin here and pemmican. And over here there's plains leather and pemmican also. There's 3 people at each of these sites, except this one has 1. The hunting site has 1 with the lizard skin. So maybe I'll set out and do that, but I need to get my area cleaned up. You know, this is listed as Phil's barracks? Why would that be flagged as a barracks? It's the hospital. She's cleaning it up. Zyph is getting healed up by Fluff. Martin is as well. Somebody needs to feed them. Okay, Zega is building the mech gestator. Oh, look, it's recharging. Okay, so it's 10% energy drain each day. So that means it could work for 10 days. Easy math. And then it's plus 50% energy every day. Okay, so it has 10 days of uptime, 24 hours a day it looks like, and then 2 days of downtime. That seems fair. And the gestator's almost done. Okay. Phil. We want to make a bill. Add bill. We want to gestate. All right, this is important for us to read. This is important. Let's see. We currently know how to gestate five things. A Militor, which is one of those little small combat mechanoids that's has a little mini shotgun. I probably should read that. A small combat mechanoid armed with a low-power mini shotgun, roughly 4 feet tall. Militors lack the power, range, and toughness of more senior combat mechs. However, it is cheap to gestate and maintain, and so is often used as a rear guard or swarm attacker. Okay. Next thing is a lifter, which I'm excited about. A small mechanoid designed for hauling. Lacking a ranged weapon, it can make only weak melee attacks, so hopefully it never needs to do that. What does it carry? It can carry 52 kilograms and has a move speed of 2.8. So a normal colonist is like in the mid 3s for move speed, and they can carry 60 or 70. So this seems to be about 20% worse than a colonist, but they could work for 24 hours a day too. So that's great. Next one, Constructoid. So we're used to these people, these mechs. A small mechanoid designed to perform construction tasks. It can perform blunt melee attacks if necessary. This is our little guy here. He's been doing a good job. Next, Agrahand. A small mechanoid designed to sow and harvest crops. While it is better suited to labor than combat, it can fight with built-in cutting blades if necessary. Probably going to avoid that one too, although this is a slippery slope. You can kind of go crazy and like want one of each. And last is the Clean Sweeper, a light mechanoid designed for cleaning. It can only make weak melee attacks. It has a move speed of 3.4. So that would be that's the first one I'm going to do. We need a subcore, a basic subcore, which is, I think, generated by a subcore encoder, which we can do right here, a subcore encoder. Okay, this room's getting filled up. This room is getting filled up quickly. That's all right, that's what it's here for. We'll do that, and then we're going to expand this room. It's kind of ugly, but that's what we need to do. Okay, expanded that room enough for now. I'm not going to worry too much about how it looks. Zyph is sleeping this all off, right? Who else can cook since Zyph is not able to cook, right? Not able to cook at the moment. Yeah. You see how I always have to prioritize hauling? Tiffy. I hate to ask her to do anything because she's trying to read a book. Did I really tell Andra to go to that gold site? Oh, I did. I told Andra to go to the gold site by mistake. She has to go to Reg, so. Okay. Zyph, I know you're bruised and stuff, but really you can't get up and cook? How about you, Martin? You're a good cook. He's cooking of 6. Zig is going to build that light ball. And it'd be great if you could cook some food. I wonder how long it takes to gestate these mechs. We're going to add a bill. We want to gestate one lifter or one cleaner first. What do we want to prioritize? Do we want to prioritize a cleaner or a lifter? I think a lifter. That's going to have better long term. We're going to do it one time. We need 50 steel and one basic subcore. Yeah, see how quickly we're going through components? We only have 7 left. We may not have enough to do what we need to do. Martin has fixated his rage on Alessia. He will follow Alessia around, hurling insults at her. Martin belongs with Reg. But he's one of the originals. Okay, well, I think Martin just got knocked out again. Yet again, you got knocked out. Alright, Andra's here. Let's drop some steel and components. Andra, you can... I guess you can't haul. Yep, you can haul to that cooler. And then Reg, what are you up to? He's down here repairing a granite wall that he doesn't need to repair. Alright, let's be more careful about that. Deconstruct all of this, Reg. You don't need any of this. These bodies, though, I know this is going to make you mad. Do we need to bury them? You know what? She can take them. Can she take them and like just drop them off in a random map? That's what I'm going to do. Where's all the steel? Yeah, there's 87 steel right there. You need 90. There's no way I miscalculated that. He made a cooler. I need that solar panel generator. Why is the solar panel not working? Here. $87 steel. I took 100. Andra, did you do something crazy with that 13 steel? Did you like fill up something that needs to be repaired or something like that? How's your mood? Because I need you to help. I need you to help him. He has enough of a mess, okay? Can we deconstruct that steel cage and get something out of it? We need just 3 steel. Watch, it's going to be like 2. 30. Okay, great. Yeah, haul to the generator. Okay, Reg, I know you're asleep, but you're going to really want to do this. Can you do it or no? Let's see. All right, go back to resting. We'll come back tomorrow when the sun is shining and see how this solar panel thing is going to work out. All right, back to Hope. Back to Hope. We have 17 meals. Zega is doing great in Zeif's absence. We're going to hit a point where we have problems with food because we don't really have anything going here. So to get ahead of that, I'm going to flag some things to be harvested. Not too far away, just kind of like here. Okay. He's still recharging. Okay, a couple of thoughts that I'm having. The only thing I should really need to think about right now is ensuring they have a steady food supply. So when they wake up, some people are going to need to start harvesting. Or sowing fields, I should say. And then like this corn's it's gonna be grown in like another 2 days. We'll be okay. But they need to sow some fields. All right. Along with that, we do need a prison. And this little room right here is somebody's bedroom, or could be somebody's bedroom. So we're going to uninstall that bed. We're going to turn this over for colonists. We have Zeif, Tiffy, Galvin. I mean, you have Zega, Fluff, and Phil all sleeping in the same room because they don't have the proper bedrooms. So I have to correct that. That's not great. Cargo pods. What do they have? What's that? Alpaca wool? No, muffalo wool. Okay. I'm gonna make this will be Phil. Where's Martin sleeping? Oh, he's sleeping up there. Okay. This will be Phil. This will be... No. That will not be Phil. That will be Fluff. Phil will be up here. He could be in here by himself. That's fine for now. And then Zega will be up here. Everybody's starting to wake up. Okay, we have some Some solar coming in. A lot of lamps. Batteries, we have 1 watt stored. I'm gonna flag these lamps as a deconstruct. I think that'll give me a component. Andra, you can go about your business and come on back home. We're leaving the dromedary with Reg. We're going to take... You know, we could take those standing lamps, actually. Maybe I should take all those back. Cancel this for now. Yeah, if I uninstall these lamps... then I can take them back. He's not going to need all these lamps. I'll keep a couple. Okay. Move along, Andra. Nine standing lamps. You're gonna take. You're gonna take all these dead people. Oh, you can't. They're too heavy. Okay, that makes sense. That would have been kind of a workaround, so that's fine. We'll take those standing lamps there. All right, good. Okay, Reg. I know you don't necessarily want to do it, but you're going to have to do it. You're going to have to build some graves. Where are graves? Are they under structures or are they under miscellaneous? Grave, okay. How many graves do we need? I mean, a bunch. 10? Okay. Grave. Where do we want to build them? I mean, right here is fine. Okay, at least you can dig them pretty quickly. Can I bury them? They have to be able to be buried. Wait. I can't... It says assign colonist. I can't bury these dead people in these graves. I can load them onto a pack animal. Oh, I could prioritize burying right there. Okay. I don't think we have any more components. We have 7. 7, 7, 7. Okay, Zega. Yep, you gotta build this sub core encoder. Zega's close to breaking. Okay, go do whatever you want to do. Subcore encoder bills. Let's make a new bill to make a basic subcore. Got it. We just want to do it twice. Who can do that? Phil is on a mental break right now. Galvin. Who's our crafter? Is Galvin the crafter? Or is it Rice? Zyph is still sleeping. Ah, it has to be the Mechanator. Mechanator. I have to remember how to say that. Yeah. So Galvin is walking at 4.6 speed. The lifter, I think I said was 2 point something. Let's check. $2.8. I can't wait till I get a lifter though. Okay, Phil, you no longer wandering? I don't know if we have enough components. Zyph's all healed up. Everybody's getting all healed up. Come on, Phil. Make this subcore. What is taking you so long? Okay, he made the subcore. You can drop that right there because you're about to make your lifter. He has to eat first. Alright, go eat, and then right after you eat, I'd like you to make the lifter. It's killing us having to haul all the stuff around. There he is. Okay. Okay, he's going to do it pretty quickly, actually. Okay. Current gestation cycle, 1.9 days. It's a little longer than I thought it was going to take, but that's okay. Constructoid is done. Recharging is now at 100%. It's going to work straight for 10 days. You see how much slower that it is than Zega, but it doesn't need to eat, doesn't need anything. So it's just consistently going to go around constructing. Very happy about that. Can't wait till I can do that with the lifter. All right. Research. Somebody's researching. Alessia is. Great. We need somebody sowing fields. They sowed a little bit there. Martin's our main sower with that. Phil is a 7 in it, and Tiffy. So Phil, his main goal is handling animals. I might just relinquish that to Andra, really. I'll just make it a high priority instead of urgent. So for all intents and purposes, we really only have one main person sewing, and then Phil and Tiffy are back up. And now just Martin's fighting with Zyph again. Why do they keep fighting? Negative 65. So Zyph's opinion of Martin is a negative 65 because Martin keeps punching him. Well, Martin, why do you not like Zyph? Annoying voice. And uncovered groin. Zyph doesn't have an uncovered groin, does he? Oh, yeah, he does, actually. Put some pants on. Reg, let's get you. You seem to be okay, but you're just eating rice, I think. Why aren't you refilling this? Though you actually won't need to. I'm going to make you an electric stove in a little bit. This is just for food. Clear all, make it for meals. I don't want to put... I guess I could put rice in there too, actually. Yeah. And raw food. Go, Constructoid, go. All right. I'd love to get the fabrication bench. You know what? We can prepare for that. What do we need to make a fabrication bench? We need 12 component and 2 advanced. We don't have 12 components. We need somebody to go buy some. Is there a place to go buy any? Probably high. Somebody needs to go buy some components, and then our component worries will be over. Who is able to forage? We'll send... We could maybe just send... I don't want to send Martin because he's got to do other things. I don't want to send Phil. I'm definitely not sending Tiffy. They're all kind of important. Andra is the least important for this particular kind of thing. So let's give her some travel supplies. Let's give her some silver. She doesn't have much silver. Not much at all. She's got some Devil Strand Duster. Okay, she can sell that. What else do you have to sell? Buffalo wool. I'm not going to use it right now. Alpaca wool. Send that too. Go ahead. You should be okay. Oh, I meant to bring a donkey too. That'll speed up the trip significantly. Okay. Tiffy's learning is at 94%, and her growth tier is at 52 out of 55. So tomorrow, I think she's going to grow. Is she? Is she going to grow? Nearly halfway done with their fabrication. We never did make that harp. We couldn't find the harp. Where is the harp? In what category in RimWorld? Let's see. It's not under ideology, even though it was supposed to be. And when I searched for it, I couldn't find it either. I did research it. It's under complex furniture. Harp. So let's go into furniture. I don't know, I'm missing something. I am missing something because I don't see a harp at all. Alright, I don't know where it is. I guess I'll stumble across it sometime. All right. While he's doing that, I want to look at the research for other mechanoids. What are there? Which ones are available? So standard mechs we can do. Looks like there's a bunch of offensive ones. Clunky, multi-legged combat mechanoid specialized. Oh, I missed it. Specialized as a long-range weapons platform. Yeah, I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing that. I say that now, but I probably will at some point. High mech tech. There's paramedics. A fabricor, a small work mechanoid designed to craft all manner of manufactured objects. And Ultramechs. That's a Mech Lord helmet. A heavy plasteel weave helmet packed with Mechanator assistance gear. The Mech Lord helmet dramatically amplifies a Mechanator's bandwidth, but is somewhat less protective than dedicated heavy armor. Okay. Is there like a cook? I don't see a cook. Unless the fabricor is also a cook, since it says it crafts all manner of manufactured goods. Crafting, smithing, tailoring, cooking, and researching. Okay. Can think about that at some point. That's far off. I may not even go down that path. I think I'm just going to supplement my colonists with some... Here's what I think I'm going to do. I'm going to supplement them with some lifters and some cleaners. For now. And then continue down the technology path here. Okay. We have 12 meals. What was I doing here? Why is that not deconstructed? was just watching that constructoid and how he was doing that, or it was doing that. I like these little wall lamps. They don't take up a spot. So I'm probably going to put wall lamps in a lot of spots. This lamp does reach pretty far. So if you look on the bottom left, it says lit 50%. That's the best you're going to get in a room without a sun lamp. And that's the really the best you need. So 50% goes all the way here. But in this room, it's like dark on this side because I don't have enough lighting. I can't just pick up this table and move it. I didn't realize that. I did not realize that, so that probably means I need to rethink what I'm doing. Andra, I hope you come back with a bunch of components. That's what we need, right? Components, yeah. 19 hours until this lifter is done. I'm rethinking this room. I'm thinking for this research room, I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put the multi-analyzer right in the center. Move this to the right. Keep this hallway as an internal hallway. And just shift a couple of the little things around. But keep this room. And if I put that there, 2 over that way, right there, that actually fits perfectly. We can do 3 from the right, 3 from the left, deconstruct that, and build some sandstone. Get rid of this door. You know what? No, I could keep that as a pass-through. I still can't move this how I had wanted to because you can't uninstall it. You have to deconstruct it. But I don't have to move this multi-analyzer. They can walk over it. So for now, I can leave this how, like I want it to. All right, Andra, you close? Yep, you're getting close. Think you'll get there before nightfall. Trade. Do you have components? You have 10 only. Okay. I'm going to sell you this buffalo wool and alpaca wool anyway. And what else did I want to sell? There's something else I thought. Devil strand pants and a duster. This is good to know, actually, that they are good about taking that stuff. Just looking through all this here. There's some weapons. There's an Arcotech Eye. I'm not going to buy that or worry about it right now. There's a tech print for jump packs. What do we want to bring back since we already have all the components that we can buy? Maybe a couple of advanced components. Yeah, okay. And the rest will do some steel. Oh, too heavy, I can't. Whoops. All right, she'll be back in a day. Where's the little constructoid? He just sounded mad. There he is. Okay. We never got around to doing this. What I'm hoping from the lifter is the lifter will do things like go and grab the corn. Eight hours until it's done. Two hours. Want to see what happens. It's probably just going to hop out of this thing and then just start going and hauling things, right? Two seconds. There it is. Gestation complete. Lifter. inside the mech gestator. So does Phil need to like retrieve it? Assign it to a group. Do you have to take it out? Is that what happens? Initiating mech birth. There it goes. Training? No. Where is it? Mech energy is 50%. It's extracting a toxic waste pack from the mech gestator. And it's putting it in here. We definitely need to consider that. What is that? One waste pack dissolves every 16 days. That's not where I want that at all. We need to do what everybody else does. Put some toxic waste packs over here somewhere out of the way. Buried in a mountain. Whoa. Okay, I'm just Caravan, met peacefully with Caravan. We're going to trade just to see, but there's nothing going to be here. No, they don't have anything I want. I'll take one meal, just for the relations. Make this storage. It's going to clear everything. Nothing is in here except for toxic waste packs. And then in this room, we're going to get rid of the toxic waste packs. Okay. Now it says this, a compacted package of toxic waste that will slowly dissolve if not frozen. The surface is heat sealed for safe transport. Waste packs will pollute the surrounding terrain if they dissolve, deteriorate, or otherwise destroyed. Toxic waste packs are flammable. If burned or damaged, they will release tox gas. Okay, so this is the detriment to having mechs. You have toxic waste packs. And it sounds like I have to keep them frozen. So they'll dissolve if not frozen. Something feels wrong about putting them in the freezer. But having a nearby storage, like separate storage, may be what we need to do. Okay, so that little idea that I had over there is not good. Let's delete that storage. You know, we always wanted to make something over here. So I'm going to do that. We're going to chop down this tree. Perfect timing, Zyph. Because I want a door there. And we're going to make a little room here for toxic waste packs. And that's where they're going to go. No way I need this much, but if I do, I'm going to wish that I had the area. So let's do that. Okay. I think, you know, I could just make solar batteries and stuff over here, or batteries over here, but I think I'll just extend the power conduits. That's the best way to do it. And how we'll do that is, what's the most efficient way? Probably just down here. Yeah. Do that. And then we'll make a cooler. We'll only need one, maybe. We'll make one. Lifter's already doing its job. It's a little slower than I thought it was going to be, but again, it's going to work 24 hours a day, so. Oh, even that's paying off because they always have to come down here to get steel. Okay, so we have a lifter. We have Galvin also assisting with hauling, but he's not going to really have to do that much once this lifter gets kind of caught up. We have a whole bunch of wooden dining chairs. I don't know what we think we're doing with that. We expanded this little mech room. We'll probably need one more mech recharger, although based on what I'm seeing, they can share this one. Because this lifter will run out of energy in less than 5 days. It will go recharge. Then the constructoid will run out. So they can definitely share this one. So we'll be fine. I wanted to get the fabrication done, but we're just running short on components. And we're gonna go back to Reg, see how he's doing. He's doing great. I mean, actually, he's doing great. There's some standing lamps here. I want to do a little bit of an experiment. We're gonna install one, and then immediately deconstruct it. I want to see if we get a component back. Andra just made it back. With no components, but some steel. Alright, Zega, you are going to deconstruct this. I want to see if we get back a component. No, just 10 steel. So does this standing lamp require a component? I guess I should have checked that first. No, just 20 steel. So why did I think it took a component? So Reg... Reg, is there anything here that we can get components out of? Where's my lifter? Hauling steel. Okay. What can we learn about this lifter? Nothing. Okay. Doing great. This whole field is sown. All this rice here. We'll be able to harvest some by tomorrow. So we have a constructoid and we have a lifter. Next plan is to make sure that we can get more components. And I think the best way to do that... Roof collapsed. Zyph got hurt. Where's Zyph? Oh no. He's gonna die in 8 hours. How'd he get hurt? From what? Oh, this thing. Well, you're gonna get crushed too. Andra is in really bad shape. Her mood is terrible. Why are you in serious pain? Oh, food poisoning. Of course. I think you need to just go to bed. Alright, Zyph's all patched up. Okay, we have 5% more right here till we know where some minerals are. First time we're using the ground penetrating scanner. We're good with food, like I said. Our constructoid is deconstructing things that we never really were able to get around to. We need more straw matting here, so I'll do that real quick. Straw matting. Even this area is getting sown, so that's great. Let's check Fluff's Go Juice dependency. She needs to ingest it within 9 days or else she'll go into a coma. Yeah, I really like the lifter. They're kind of slow. Fabrication's almost done. 400 more. Come on, Alessia. Okay. Let's see. I think what we'll do for Reg is let's marble. I need limestone. Do we have limestone anywhere? I don't necessarily care. It just would be nice if we do kind of the same thing here. Rice has found a lump of buried steel using the ground penetrating scanner. Where? Where is that? What do you mean? Oh, like literally right here? How am I supposed to remember that? So the deep drill goes right there, I guess? Let's try to remember that. Or can we go back here and check it? No, you can't. It goes right here. So where's the deep drill? You can't put it there. Oh, it turns it green. Oh, okay, great. Oh, so it'll just keep revealing things on the map and turning them green. I want to be able to get as much as I can, so we'll do that. Oh wait, we have 7 components. I want to make that fabrication bench. So I'm going to hold off on this right here. Alessia has found a lump of buried silver using the ground penetrating scanner. Because why are they finding things so quickly now? It took them forever to find that steel, and now... Okay. A Mechanitor can use the comms console to summon a dangerous and hostile Diabolus mechanoid. Be prepared, Diabolus mechanoids are extremely powerful. If you defeat the Diabolus, it will drop the following items: a signal chip. And I bet you I need that to unlock higher. Yep, there you go. A Mechanitor can study this chip to help unlock higher tiers of mech tech research. Reg, cook that. You need a good meal for once in your life. All right, we have 5 components only. And I want to make that fabrication bench. We need another 100. Learn how to do that. Come on, 99%. Okay. Research finished. Research finished. Fabrication. Build fabrication benches capable of high-tech projects ranging from component assembly to power armor construction. And then there's an about here. You now have the technology to build a fabrication bench, but it also requires some advanced components to get started. You can collect advanced components several ways. All right, all Outlander settlements sell advanced components. Send a caravan to buy some. Some visiting traders sell them. And some quests give those as rewards. We want to go to architect, go to furniture. No, we're going to go to production. Fabrication bench. And we want to put that. It's too big. It's going to have to go there. We're going to reinstall this tailoring bench. Right there. Reinstall the chair there. We're going to put clothing in here, remember? Manufacture. It's going to be all textiles? No, it's going to actually be the actual apparel. Yeah. Okay. Okay, Zega. Production, fabrication bench, right there. I want to get those advanced components into here and reserve so we can't accidentally use them for something else. Same thing with the steel. All right, so we have 5 components and we need 12. So we're short 7. But once we get this made, we'll actually be able to make components. We'll address that problem in the next episode because that's it for now. We got a lifter. We did a whole bunch of other little things. And look how far we've come. Everybody has their own room now. There's light everywhere. Even Reg. Even Reg is doing well. He's busy. He's been very busy. But he's doing great. Never seen him happier. That's it for now. Be sure to subscribe for more inane babblings. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.